Japan nearly 24 hours after one of the largest earthquakes ever recorded hit the northeastern coast.
The quake spawned a tsunami. Its violent effects were felt across the Pacific region, from the Far East to the west coast of the United States.
Hundreds of people were killed. Many more are missing or injured. The death toll is expected to climb to more than 1,000.
KOMO4's Michelle Esteban begins our Team 4 coverage live in our satellite center. Michelle?
Well, Mary and Dan, we are constantly getting news video of the quake aftermath into our newsroom. This video is just in from TV Japan. It shows a helicopter rescuing stranded people one by one from a quake-ravaged area. The rescue operation has been going on for some time now. Giant waves carried away houses,
zoomed in the picture.
Planes.
That's why my picture can't focus. It's because you zoomed in.
Shut down.
No, keep it.
It hit at 2:46
No, native.
In the middle of a busy work.
Native. Thank you. Here it is.
8.9 magnitude monster earthquake.
You hit exit.
It was enormous.
This earthquake is the 5th largest earthquake to be recorded since the beginning of the 20th century.
This was in a local government office in the city of Sendai, not far from the epicenter. This was a local air terminal where the ceiling collapsed. Hundreds of miles away in Tokyo, entire blocks of residents were trapped. As the city shook, this British man described the horror.
I could possibly die now. I mean, this is, I don't know if I can get down the stairs in time to reach the bottom floor.
For those living by the coast, the worst was yet to come. A 23-foot tsunami triggered by the quake. Hundreds, perhaps thousands, have been killed. Boats and shipping containers broke away as if they were toys. Whole buildings collapsed. In Miyako, the entire port was underwater. Cars, even houses, were swept away. Further inland, this black wall of water, thick with debris, was unstoppable. This oil refinery in Japan exploded and power was cut to the Fukushima nuclear power plant. The U.S. is sending help as generators intended to provide backup to the plant's cooling system failed. The 5th largest earthquake since the beginning of the 20th century, and the damage isn't over yet. There are reports that radiation levels are now more than 8 times normal at a monitoring post near the nuclear power plant's main gate. The Prime Minister says he will board a helicopter to inspect the plant and the rest of the affected region from a helicopter. In the Satellite Center, I'm Michelle Esteban. Dan?
Thank you, Michelle. We want to give you some perspective now on just how
powerful
this earthquake was. It's the largest quake ever recorded in Japan and the 5th strongest in the world since 1900. The energy released by the quake was the equivalent of all the energy used across the United States in an entire month. It was so strong, it moved the island of Honshu 8 feet to the east and sped up the Earth's rotation by nearly 2 millionths of a second. Compared to the 2001 Nisqually earthquake in our area that measured magnitude 6.8, the Japan quake was more than 100 times stronger.
Compared to Seattle.
It's a time of frustration for Washington residents desperately trying to reach family.
Let's see if Grandma's on.
KOMO4's John Flick is live in downtown Seattle with how they are getting through. John?
Well, Mary, I'm down here near the Japanese consulate, and they've taken a lot of calls today for people trying to find their families and friends. And so now they are taking out names and information, and I'll send that information to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Tokyo to try to get information on the missing. It has been a tough day for those trying to make contact.
An email just received from her mom in Kanagawa, Japan, with good and bad news.
Our house is okay. But another earthquake just hit.
And there's uncertainty about Hiromi Okano's grandparents, who are closer to the quake zone. Their home is badly damaged, so she watches coverage of the devastation.
I don't want to see it, but at the same time, this is my country, and my friends, my families are there, and I just want to know they're okay.
She works at the Seattle K-Road Nursing Facility.
Grandma's on TV.
Half the residents are Japanese. These women don't have family members in danger, but they can't turn away from the coverage in their homeland.
And I hope your mom is okay.
Across town, Emi Nakano has been checking texts and emails for the latest word. Between cuts, she's learned her mom is okay, but had a scary experience in the earthquake.
All of a sudden, like, a huge one is coming up. And then she's kind of like holding like a cabinet, and then for a long time.
Her mom was alone when it hit, and Nakano wishes she was with her. For now, all people can do is get the latest upsetting updates.
Not her.
1,000 people died right now.
On TV and online.
They have another earthquake again like 2 minutes ago.
The news tough to take for those so far from loved ones.
If I could leave, I want to go right now to see and help.
And at the Cairo nursing facility today,
that's my grandma.
Distance lines administrators did to try to help the employees and also the people who live there contact their friends and family overseas. Reporting live, I'm John Flick, KOMO4 News.
Thank you, John. If you're trying to reach friends or family in Japan, Google wants to help. Google launched a person finder site so people can let their loved ones know that they are okay. If you type
what's your reaction? What's your reaction to Grandma on TV?
We've linked the site to ours. Go to KOMOnews.com and click on KOMO4 TV.
We're hearing personal stories of fear and panic from survivors. We Skyped with Washington native Matt Churchill.